Ryan. Is that coming from you?
Is what coming from me?
No, that was coming from me. The music to the show. My apology.
On your phone. Well, we don't have
the best of us.
we don't have a producer right now. We could do literally whatever we want.
What?
Yeah. There's no one here to stop us.
Dang, we are no one at the wheel, huh?
Yep. Okay.
That's fun.
Dre.
Yeah.
I am so bored.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, a little bit.
Fucking bored.
Yep.
My entire life has just been like leading up to going to the Avs championship parade yesterday. It was everything I ever could have dreamed it to be. And like, I knew that sports were effectively over forever.
Yeah.
But at least we had the parade to think about and look forward to. And now that that's gone, I don't even really know if there's a point of like waking up in the morning.
Yeah, it does feel like just sleeping constantly is the way to be these days. I won't deny that, Ryan. But there are sports. There are athletes who are being paid millions of dollars who are still playing sports, and we can still wager on them.
Are you
And
sure?
I'm feeling good about my DeAndre Ayton to the Nets at plus 4,000, which I purchased a week ago, because now Kevin Durant to the Suns is minus 200. So that's fun.
So is that the thing? Like Ayton for Durant, a package around those two?
Basically.
Wow, that really changes my opinion about the Suns fucking it up with DeAndre Ayton.
Mikal Bridges would be in the mix. Jay Crowder would be in the mix. Cam Johnson would be in the mix. It's a little poo-poo platter for KD.
I mean, it could work, but the Suns thing is like they roll really deep.
They would not roll deep in this case. Nope.
Yeah, that kind of. Well, I don't really care. Whatever. Whatever happens will be interesting. Are the Nuggets in the mix?
No. Nope.
All right.
Mixless.
I guess I don't care then.
I was speaking to some brave conspiracy theorists today. You know, just some homies wearing some tinfoil caps. And said homies were telling me that the Nuggets have signed KD's favorite Nets in Brucey Brownie and DeAndre Jordy, excluding Kyrie, which again, I don't know how the KD's favorite Nets power rankings where he falls anymore, but just throwing that out there.
Why would Kyrie even be one of his favorite Nets? It seems like it would be one of his least favorite Nets.
You would think. You would think they would have a Yaya Henry Chisholm type relationship, those two at this point. Yeah.
Brucey Brownie, that's a good one.
That
made me happy. I might cry, by the way. Like, ever since the Avs won the championship, everything that makes me happy also makes me cry.
Yes, I love this, Ryan.
Like, I was already a crier in those types of moments before, but I think now every time I'm happy, it just like triggers this different emotional response in me where I think about the Avs, and like Nathan McKinnon and Eric Johnson like hugging, and then I just start crying. Like someone just sent me a really nice DM. I started crying.
What?
Yeah.
That was such a nice DM. Check out the latest episode of the Denver Sports Podcast. It's a banger, amazing cast of characters, and it's all about the greatest championship teams in Denver sports history.
Yeah.
I thought it was phenomenal. Ryan thought it was phenomenal. Ryan does about 10 shows a week. So if he thinks one of those really stood out, that's telling you something, okay?
Yeah. I might listen to it.
And the people are enjoying it. Yeah.
I might listen to it again. I drank so much yesterday that I erased the entire week that led up to yesterday. So I don't remember anything that's happened this week.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Restart.
I didn't want to leave the Avs championship behind, so I just drank myself into last week.
That's amazing. So did the tiers start coming yesterday?
No, well, I mean, I did cry a lot when the confetti dropped. I wasn't ready for that. Like, I didn't, but I've never had a confetti moment,
No, he hasn't.
and
No, he
so
hasn't.
like that one that really got me.
The
Um,
confetti, the confetti got you.
the confetti sent me,
I
dude.
love that. I love that, man.
Like burgundy and blue and white
Get out of here.
confetti
Oh
falling with like the skyline in the background.
God, I wish I'd known this. I would have organized confetti to come down on your remote set right now. I have that kind of reach and power now, Ryan.
One thing I will say is going to keep me alive, just like it did during COVID,
Yeah.
um, is UFC. Like I am legitimately excited about UFC. My stepdad, big combat sports guy. Gonna be
Good.
hanging with him this weekend.
That's awesome.
So
Good.
I think we'll be able to push
Oh,
through
love
on
this.
that pay-per-view.
Love
Um,
this. Hell yeah.
and I'm excited for this one. Although it is one of those ones where like the main event is so lopsided that it's not as exciting. But we've got some good stuff leading up to it. Um, so I guess let's jump into our big threes. I kind of want to hear your thoughts on anything on the main card.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's do it. So I'm gonna yerf it up. We got the Diamondbacks at home. Merrill Kelly sends a boom. Give me a Yerfie. I'm done with this Nerfy nonsense. I really apologize for giving out Nerfies earlier in the week. That was very short-sighted and
It
stupid of me.
well, I mean, technically it's July 1st. That's like the unofficial start of summer, even
Yeah,
though it's already officially started, and everyone knows it's a Yerf boy summer.
it's a hot year of summer. Get in on those Yerfies while you still can. Absolutely. They're like it's like a hot glizzy off the grill. You want to
Oh,
get in on those Yerfies when it's Yerfie season. Plain
yep,
and simple. Yeah.
100%. 80
And
degrees
then
at first pitch tonight.
exactly. My guy Tsitsipas, Ryan. That's Tsitsipas. We are talking Wimbledon men's tennis. My
Gross.
guy, Stefano Tsitsipas. I love saying that name. If
Show
you
us
need
your
to know,
seatsies.
right. If you want to know how to spell Tsitsipas, it's just Tsitsi twice and then Pas. It's that easy, folks. He's taking on tennis bad boy Nick Kyrgios. I don't know how he's a favorite in this because his career has been real garbage. And Tsitsipas is right there, fourth ranked. He's got next. And yeah, this will be on at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. Fun way to pass a Saturday morning. And then, ding, ding, ding. Do I hear consensus of the weekend? That's
Oh yeah.
correct. Sean O'Malley. So our guy Henry Ryan, he's the pride of Great
Columbia
Falls, Montana.
Columbia Falls, Montana.
Columbia Falls. Sean O'Malley, he's the pride of another something falls in Montana. So
No way.
yes. There's
We
that
gotta find out.
duality, commonality that is everything for us. And then on top of it, he's a beast, and he's taking on old, washed up Pedro Munoz. And Munoz is gonna get worked, man. He's gonna get finished. KO, TKO, DQ. We don't care. It's a finish for our guy Sean
It
O'Malley.
looks like he's just from the capital, Helena.
Yeah, Henry was throwing out some local falls jargon. So
I definitely just thought he was from Ireland.
I too would have assumed. Ireland or a place where they love to smoke weed. So, anywhere on the West Coast was my guess, essentially.
At least one of like the Irish capitals of America, like Boston or something.
Right. That would also work. Yeah. Yeah, where basically it's a historic event. If Dropkick Murphy plays one of those cities,
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah.
The city will never be the same after the Dropkick Murphy concert. Those are all the where Sean O'Malley's places of birth,
Yeah.
where we would rank them.
Speaking of songs
Yes.
that have historic meanings to cities, I'm not saying I have any issues with it. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm ready for a slight break from all the small things. Like
Yeah.
just like it's been up at
Yep.
the top of a 3-song playlist, and that's the only playlist you've been listening to for weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's recharge the batteries on that song a little bit.
Yeah.
It's it's time.
Where's the Flowbots handlebar when you need it? Colorado anthem. Can I tell you, Ryan? In middle
How
school,
to save a life, dude.
Exactly. In middle school, I was a massive Blink-182 fan. Massive. My first favorite band.
Yeah, you were out there telling people like, yeah, bro, like they didn't have a name yet in their first concert. They blinked
Exactly.
182 times. That's how they came up with the name.
I was big on the you think Enema of the State's good. Wait till you hear Cheshire Cat. And so I was over all the small things. Of course, one of their more commercially popular songs.
Yes.
I was over that song in about 01.
Okay.
I was able to digest it, get over it, and I love the comeback it's made in the Avs world the last couple years. Now I'm back to where I was in 01. I need a cleansing.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we get a new Blink-182 song for next year and like retire this one in the Song Hall of Fame.
That'd be amazing. I mean, one of them is dating a Kardashian and his head is shaven and fully tatted up. Another one of them has somehow gotten the CIA or FBI to admit that aliens exist, and I don't know how this isn't publicized enough. The third member of Blink, I'm not so sure what he's up to. He might just be making new music. Yeah.
No, dude, he's just dadding out.
Mark Hoppus, we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Milan recently and seemed to be living it up. I love to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he just does things. He does normal things.
Love that.
Yeah,
Not in the news for being with a Kardashian or exposing the CIA and FBI's lies. So that's cool, man. That's super normal.
It's very normal. By the way, shout out Cheffy. Met him at the parade yesterday.
Holy shit, Cheffy.
I love meeting everyone. I especially love meeting people who watch bets. That's like that's like our own, like in the same way that like DNVR people are our own little subsect of Denver sports fans. Then like bets fans are even more distilled subsect of DNVR fans. And so it was great meeting Cheffy yesterday. He caught me like 6:15.
Oh, okay.
So he got me some months I was sober.
That's great. That's huge, man. Ryan, breaking news: Baguette Biombo traded to the T-Wolves.
Wait, Baguette Biombo, the actual Baguette Biombo.
I mean, I'm sorry, Rudy Gobert, yes, was traded to the T-Wolves. Tim Conley got himself Baguette Biombo for Malik Beasley, Pat Bev, Walker Kessler, the worst draft prospect of this last draft, and our guy Jared Vanderbilt, and multiple picks.
That kind of annoys me on multiple levels. Why are they doing an intra-division trade? I don't like that.
Yeah, I think it weakens both teams, so that's great. That's really
also great. Like, was Tim Connolly after Walker Kessler this whole time because the Jazz liked him?
Holy shit, that makes too much sense.
I mean, he's very jazzy.
He is.
He's got Salt Lake City written all over him.
I won't make tiki torch jokes, but yeah, he looks like he could walk in with a tiki torch, bro. Yeah, he feels kind of hella jazzy. Yeah,
he has the shape of a tiki torch. He himself is a tiki torch.
He does. Wow. That's big time, man. That's fun. That's really fun.
So Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, Cat.
Yeah.
Nope. Not in 2022.
Or ever.
They're going to Twin Towers it?
Nah. Ain't happening, bro. Ain't happening.
The fuck? All right, well, let's fade them.
There you go.
Anything else? Oh, my big three.
Your big three. Yep.
All right, Adesanya by finish. This is really like the only way to get value on this.
I
You could
know.
get by decision at plus 110.
Yeah.
But I hate betting by decision.
I do too.
It's you described it perfectly. It's like the last 3 minutes of the Stanley Cup, but the whole fight. And that is a terrible feeling, just trying to hope that nothing happens. Max Holloway, that's my boy.
Oh, man, he's great.
I love Max Holloway.
I know.
Probably my favorite UFC fighter. That's tough to say. But I love watching him fight. He's so clinical. I watched a replay of a fight he had the other night. I wish I could remember the other guy he was fighting, but holy shit, it was insane. I couldn't believe the other guy survived, but Holloway was just touching this dude every 3 seconds. And that's why I like watching him fight. He's got that long reach. He kind of looks like John Mayer if John Mayer was like a super badass UFC fighter. That's doing it for me as well. So I'm in on Max Holloway, especially the main reason why I love this, Dre, is I love legendary older UFC guy versus more up and coming guy. Like I always feel like you get great odds on legendary guy. And who is he fighting again? His name's escaping me.
Alexander Volkanovski.
Yes. Okay.
This will be their third meeting. Oh, he's outstanding. He's outstanding. Yeah,
he's
big
good.
kickboxing guy. Yeah.
But what is his age?
I think he's a little younger, but even the younger guys are late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, maybe I was a little off there, but I still like old legend as underdog is what I was really trying to say here.
Yeah.
And that's what Max Holloway is. Like you're getting him at plus 170.
Yeah.
Maybe like the greatest of all time in his weight class.
Yeah.
And then, like we said, our consensus: Sean O'Malley to win by finish.
That's great.
That's what he likes to do. That's what he does.
Yes.
Wins by finish.
That is what he does. Yeah. The interesting thing with that Izzy fight, and you're right, I think that's where the value is. And I think Jared Cannonier, the opponent he's going to fight, is not going to let it go to a decision. I think he's in a position where
sell out kind of thing.
Yeah, he needs to really push, push for a KO to be in any, like, you don't want to get in a long match with Izzy where he's playing defensive and using his reach and like tapping you up with the legs. Like, you're going to be in trouble. You got to get within his reach and start getting inside and pounding him up. What's been interesting is in all the pre-fight chatter, Izzy's been talking about he's going to submit Cannonier. And he is not a submission guy, which is why him to win by submission is plus 1,600. But there's that call out. So I think it's semi-intriguing with that call out.
I mean, wow. Okay. If he says this, he has to at least try it, right? Like, you can't say that and then never even make an attempt on a submission.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. And I think part of it is he's also saying it because he feels like that's an advantage maybe people are overlooking that he has. Is that he could take this to the ground and try to submit.
All right. Well, if you want to get in on any of this, you got to get in on it over at DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can get in on all of this, and you can bet 5 on any UFC fighter this weekend and get $100 in free bets. Doesn't even matter if they win; just participate in the betting action on on DraftKings, and you will get $5 bet wins you $100 in free bets, regardless of if your fighter wins. So get in on the action of UFC 267. Is that right? No, 276.
276, yeah.
276, and this is the third time they have done 276. So you do a little 3 in parentheses after that. That's an old callback. Shout out DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can also get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR. At sign-up, of course, you must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus prize with first spot bonus, first bet match. Each of $500 prize bonus, crowds for 25x with restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All right, Dre, do we have a dilemma of the day?
Killed it, Ryan, on that read. Yes, we have a dilemma. It's specifically broad. A weekend parlay time, baby.
Let's go.
We have some pre-selected UFC parlays that I would like to Talk
Let
out.
me just quickly mention.
Yeah.
My big three: Adesanya by finish, Holloway money line, Sean O'Malley by finish, plus 1490. Little baby belugs. Baby belugs.
I like that, baby belugs right there. All right, let's go through some UFC parlays that are available to us.
Okay, is this in the...
Yep, it's in the quick SGP section. You'll scroll past the baseball ones. Yep. Let's start with levels.
Is that like there's levels to this shit?
I'm not so sure. Israel Adesanya to win. Exact method of victory: KO, TKO, DQ. Adesanya 20 plus significant strikes in round 1. That I fear sounds high, and under 2.5 total rounds.
5 minutes, 20 strikes?
Significant is what concerns me. The wording of significant. So let me just check Izzy's profile and see some stats from the last time he fought.
Right.
Like when he was against Marvin Vettori, he had 96 significant strikes.
In how many rounds?
They went the full 5.
Oh, yikes. Well, that's averaging right around 20 a round.
Yeah, I think that's too aggressive, and I think the under 2.5 total rounds is a bit much too.
Okay, I kind of liked that one, gonna be honest, but I'll take your advice.
Okay.
Next one is Sugar Show.
Gotta love that.
O'Malley to win. Yep. O'Malley to win by finish. O'Malley most significant strikes in the fight.
Easy.
And under 1.5 total rounds. I hate under 1.5 total rounds.
Now, this is a 3-round fight versus the 5-round championship fight that Izzy's going to have. So that's why that total changes a little. Yeah, man. I mean, this is Pedro Munhoz. He is easily the most seasoned, accomplished fighter Sean O'Malley's ever had to fight against. And I just... As good and as explosive as O'Malley is, I don't think he touches him up and gets him out of there in 4.5 minutes. I think that's too big an ask.
I think so too.
Plus 350 too.
Out on that one.
Yeah.
All right, we haven't talked about this fight at all so far. So maybe you have thoughts on it. Knuckle up. Sean Strickland to win. Sean Strickland most significant fights. Strickland 20 plus in round 1. And to win by decision.
This is an insane fight. Sean Strickland is a legit former neo-Nazi, so he's going to be hard to root for.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm already out.
Yeah. Alex Pereira. This is the only fight on the main card with pretty even odds, too. Alex Pereira.
When you say former neo-Nazi,
okay. To be a pro athlete with sponsors, former must be in there.
Jeez.
He's a guy you'll hear in interviews talk about how he's thought of murdering people, stuff like that. So like from a betting perspective, you might want to bet on this psychopath when it comes to
no,
banging people's heads in.
Dude, what, would you also want to play on the Live Tour, bro?
Holy shit. I got a notification about the protest the anti-Live protest that's going on. I can't. Holy shit. That's crazy, man. Crazy what's happening. Yeah. They've got 9/11 families involved. It's insane.
The whole thing is right out of a ABC drama.
Yes. Wildness. Alex Pereira taking on Strickland, former kickboxer, 5-1. He's one of 2 people ever to beat Izzy in kickboxing.
We're in.
We're all over Alex
We love
Pereira.
kickers.
Yeah. No, we love kickers. We love
also
kickers.
Fuck Sean
Yeah.
Strickland.
I'm sorry, Sean Strickland. We're out, man. I'm sorry.
He should be called Sean Strickland if they were
Yeah,
coming up with a cool nickname for him.
because we're striking him.
Yeah.
Our support is stricken. Best boxer in the UFC. This is a Max Holloway. Holloway to win. Holloway most significant strikes like that. Exact method of victory decision. I kind of love this man.
I want fine. You know, if there's one thing that Holloway doesn't, he does what he does really well is hit you in the face.
He will touch you up so much you might not make it the full 5.
Right, the one that I saw, he didn't win. He won by TKO.
Yeah,
just because the ref came to the corner and was just like, "Dude, this guy's face is about to explode."
Yeah. Was that Jose Aldo?
No, it wasn't. I think so.
Absolutely fell in love with Max Holloway, and it's one of those fights, and I'm sure it's the same exact fight.
God, I wish I could remember what it was.
It kills me. We're not going to remember.
It was a Latino name. That's all I can remember.
Okay. I'll look this up,
actually. I kind of like this one, too. It's just I worry about that exact thing where he just hits you so many times in the eye that your eye closes shut and they won't let you fight anymore.
Was it Yumi Rodriguez? Or Frankie Edgar?
No.
Brian Ortega? It's probably Brian Ortega.
I think it was Brian Ortega.
Yeah, man, Volkanovski scares the shit out of me. He's so technical. I actually think Holloway could get more significant strikes. More so than the decision. You know, both these guys are fighting at 145, so it's not like there's a ton of KO power. Now, obviously, as far as humans at 145 are concerned, these are the best in the world at being able to KO you. It's the Holloway win that concerns me, man, because Volkanovski with those kicks, the longer reach, he's just got a stronger, wider base. But Holloway needs this win desperately. There won't be a Volkanovski Holloway 4. Holloway has to win this to even out the scales here. So that's a big one. I'm in on that. That would be my UFC parlay or SGP. We do have a parlay they propose, and that is an all-finish parlay. It's Adesanya moneyline finish, Volkanovski moneyline finish, and Brad Riddle moneyline finish. What? Brad Riddle taking on Jalen.
I believe it's Riddell.
That makes sense. He's an Aussie. He's got a 10-2 record. It's a lightweight bout. They're fighting at 155. Jeez, this guy has to be a real KO artist at 155. He's taking on Jalen Turner. Turner's got...
Sounds like a basketball bust.
A 6-inch reach advantage and 6-inch height advantage. That seems like a lot.
That does seem like a lot.
So I will not be getting in on that parlay.
All right, fair enough. All right, I think we've got enough to go off of here.
Heck yeah.
Excited for this tomorrow. Also, check out my sick bootleg shirt that I bought. I
saw that.
Bootleg championship shirts.
It's sick.
If anyone finds any that are cool, send them to me.
Holla at your boy.
Yep.
Even if they're sick bootleg DNVR shirts, we'll CND those motherfuckers.
Bro, I saw someone got a bootleg shirt yesterday that said that Andrew Cogliano was number 113. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Give it to me right now.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
All right. That wraps it up for us today on Bets. We will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great holiday weekend.
Right.
And enjoy the fights this weekend.